You want to talk about R&B? You want to talk about funk? Let's talk about three brothers from Tulsa, Oklahoma, who formed the Greenwood, Archer, and Pine Street Band, better known as the Gap Band. Burn Rubber, You Dropped a Bomb on Me. Shake. The Wilson brothers created timeless, funky dance music that everybody was moving to in the 1980s. Featuring Brother Charlie on lead vocals, Brother Ronnie on vocals and multiple instruments, the Gap Band was anchored by someone often referred to as the Godfather of the bass guitar, the great Robert Wilson. Wilson had a singular style on a singular instrument. He played a Fender precision bass with an up and down thumb technique similar to that of guitarist Wes Montgomery. Sometimes doubled by keyboard, his powerful bass lines were a key element to the success of the band. Let's take a look at my favorite Gap Band song from 1980's Gap Band 3 album, Yearning for Your Love. Now, the first thing you might notice when you listen to this song is how hot the bass is mixed. It's right up front, and it's a very important part to what's happening in the song. We can hear everything that Robert Wilson is playing. Check out what he's doing on the opening groove. The song is mainly in a D major tonality, but we're alternating between two chords. Now, I remember hearing this track after I had started playing bass, and I couldn't imagine how he was getting those low notes. He never played a 5-string, but he was doing it with a very unorthodox tuning. It was like he was using the bottom 2 strings of a 5-string with the top 2 strings of a 4. And he's getting an amazing sound. He's hitting those low notes with such precise articulation and touch. It's easy to mistake it for synth bass. The high point of the song has got to be the incredible bridge. Now, dig the musical choice that Robert Wilson makes when they get there.
My heart is a yearning for you.
He drops out. He stops playing, and it changes the whole texture of that section of the song. And can we take 30 seconds just to talk about that beautiful bridge? 4 to the 5 to the 3 to the 6, secondary dominant to the 3, 4, 5, 4 to the 5 to the 3 to the 6, secondary dominant modal interchange. Wow. And when the bass comes back in on the last chord, it's like it hits this harmonic home run. But Robert Wilson is just getting started. We go back to the first groove, and the Godfather of the bass guitar starts letting loose with some ridiculous bass fills. These fills really shine a light on how great a musician he was, but also how they sit on the bass with a tuning like this. I think I've said this before. A great bass line utilizes note length and space in addition to being in the pocket. Robert Wilson played on every Gap Band album until he passed of a heart attack in 2010 at the age of 53. Unlike some of his peers, you won't find him gracing the cover of bass magazines, but he authored a definitive, bouncing, dancing style of bass playing that lived at the heart of the Gap Band sound. There would be no Victor Wooten or Andrew Goucher as we know them today without Robert Wilson coming first. Let it be said that he was definitely one of the greats. We should consider ourselves fortunate to have been left with so much great music by the Gap Band. This is just one of many, many amazing songs. So do yourself a favor and go and check them out.